Today, I want to give you some tips about how you stay calm around toxic people. But before I get into that, I want to remind you, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you want to not just learn about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, but how to powerfully heal for real from it so that you can take back your life force and thrive, because that's what my work is all about. Okay, so toxic people, they exist everywhere. They could be in our friendship circles, they could be in your work environment, they could be in your family settings. They are everywhere. And it's very helpful to accept that, because you don't want to have to limit your communication, your ability to be able to be around family or friends or be in the workplace. And most of all, you don't want to be able to have to limit your ability to be free to be yourself, because that's what freedom and thriving is. So how does that work in with toxic people? Well, my first tip is recognize who this person is. You know who the toxic people are, or you're going to find out. And once you know that somebody's toxic, it means that they don't have a capacity or a desire to meet you at a level of healthy relationship, which means they don't have the ability to have compassion, they don't listen, they don't care about other people, they don't have integrity, maybe they're not honest, they don't want to do teamwork with people, they would rather one-up them or set themselves against people. And they don't want to work to solution with anybody, which means they don't really want peace. They don't want love. They don't want growth together. Those kind of things. So that's a toxic person, somebody who doesn't have the capacity or the desire for those things. So what you need to do is recognize that and stop having an expectation with this person that they are going to care, that they are going to have integrity, that they are going to listen, that they are interested in you, that they actually want to work as a team with you, and they want to resolve any difficulties to have a greater level of connection and honesty and respect and growth together. They don't want those things. So if you downgrade your expectation to something that's much more reasonable, this doesn't set you up for a fall. So, for example, with a narcissist who's a toxic person, if you expect them to act like the family dog and roll over while you scratch their tummy, you're going to get your arm ripped off. It's the same with these people. Don't open up your soul, your life, your hearth, your heart, your body to toxic people. If you do, well then you know that the fox is in the hen house. You just don't do that. So this means that you have a modified relationship with them. They're not an A or a B grade relationship. They're way down into D or E or even F grade, which means modified contact. So how else do you not get triggered and stay calm around these people? Realize toxic people, because they feel so toxic on the inside, what they try to do is trigger people around them to be able to project their disowned parts onto them and bring them down, try to get superiority to these people, or, incite these people to react and then make them the bad person by projecting their wounds onto them. Or what they want to do is try to find the gaps and what's missing in you or what's unhealed with you, charm and pretend to be the savior of that, and then hook you up to start mining your life force, your resources, use you for their own agendas. So it's about, with a toxic person, not getting triggered and not getting manipulated in by them. So it's about having, well, first of all, if they say something disparaging or something triggering or something accusatory, or it's about breathing, coming back into your body. And if you feel a trigger, say, I bless and accept this feeling, and just walk off. Don't react. A toxic person wants to trigger you into a wound to get you to react, because then you're handing power away to them, which is the significance that I can trigger you this significantly. Then they can set you up, they can smear you, they can turn it back on you, they can get other people allied against you. There's all sorts of things that they can do. So if you just don't react, you don't hand over energy, you breathe, you come into your body, you walk away, you say, I bless and accept this feeling. It means that you're in your body, and it then means that you are able to process it and heal it and say, what unhealed part of me was susceptible to that person triggering me? Because once I heal that part up of me, they can come out with any garbage they want that comes out of their mouth about me, and I won't even feel anything. It'll just be like, hang on, I know who I am. That's not even the truth at all. And you're entitled to your opinion, but thanks, but no thanks. I know who I am. And you'll be completely impervious to it, which of course is so liberating and so wonderful. And also too, if you know somebody's toxic, or even if you don't know, if it feels a bit off and it feels a bit creepy or it feels a bit intrusive, if your inner being is having a bit of a squirm and going, oh, that's a bit too quick and that's a bit too soon and that's just, because what toxic people will do if they're doing the love bombing and they're doing the charming, they're trying to hook you up very quickly to let them, so that you let them in, and then they can start mining narcissistic supply and resources and sex and your energy and your life force. And this is how narcissists hit very quickly and take you over. So how do you stay calm rather than, being triggered off into a chemical impulse where you think, oh my God, they're the words I wanted to hear, or, oh my God, I feel so connected with you. Oh my God, I've met my soulmate. This is what I've been waiting for. You're exactly what I've been waiting for. All of those feelings are very dangerous. Very dangerous. And there will be in the background, there'll be a part of you going, oh, hang on, there's something not quite right with this. But what we did, if we were needy and empty and not self-partnered or not working on our own development, we go, shut up. I don't want to hear that, that conscience on my shoulder telling me that message. I just want this. I just want this. Because, you're the person who's going to give me what I've been looking for. You're going to heal my wounds. You're my dream. You're my this. You're my that. All of that is really false evidence. This is obsession. This is your body telling you. And, even if something may have promise, it's about, with toxic people, with any people, about being a real adult, mature person in your own body, working on your development, working on your healing, working at being whole between you and source and life, so that you take your time, you get to know somebody's character. Are they kind? Are they considerate? Do they care? Not just about you, because they could do that in the love bombing stage. How are they with other people in their life? How do they interact with family and friends? What do family and friends think of them? How do they do good deeds in the world? Are they a kind person? Are they honest? Do they have integrity? Do their actions match the words? Is this somebody you can rely on? You get to know this over time before you let somebody into your soul, your bed, your body, your hearth, your heart, your home, your resources. You take your time. Toxic people don't want to take time. They need to hook up and extract very, very quickly because they're an empty, dark soul that doesn't have their own energy resources. They need that supply quickly. So when you're around toxic people, let's just go back through it, the things. Once you know somebody's toxic and they're in your work environment or whatever, stop trying to break through and get what you want from them. You're not going to get it. So downgrade the relationship. Don't have an expectation from them. And detach from them. Detach from them. And if they really go after you, and target you as their scapegoat or their punching bag, well, then you really do need to do the inner work and get the fear out of your body and stand up in very powerful boundaries, because these people are bullies and they're using your wounds and your fears against you. Your fear of, will I get the sack? What if people don't like me? What if they get other people against me? You know, trying to keep the peace and handing your crumbs to narcissists to try to, you know, stop them attacking you is not the lesson here. The lesson may be that you need to stand up and heal and have very strong, firm boundaries. This is what I will agree to. This is what I won't agree to. This is my line. If you step over it, there are consequences. Because once you mean it and you're fearless, you watch and see narcissists crumble. They are bullies. They really are. And they're powerless once you realize it's just a little man behind the curtain pulling the strings on your fears to use as the bullets against you. So there's that part of it. And the other part of it is really self-reflect and really say to yourself, what is it in me that's being triggered here that I can heal up and shore up so that I'm impervious to these people? No? And I can just say, yeah, well, thanks for your opinion, but, you know, that's actually not who I am. End of conversation. I don't need to justify. I don't need to explain. I don't need to argue. I don't need to change your mind about me. It's not important what you think about me. It's important what I think about me. There's such a beautiful healing and a graduation in that. There is. And if you're not sure if people are toxic, listen to your inner being. Anybody that's love bombing you, anybody that's too good to be true, take your time to get to know these people. Don't drop everything for them. Don't say, yes, I'm available. Yes, yes, yes. Come into my life, monopolize my life, do whatever you want with me. It's like, no, I'm a solid person. I have my own life, which is very important for you to have. And I'm having lunch with a girlfriend that day. I can't catch up that day. Or I'm seeing my family or whatever. How about we meet at this time? But I'm not going to just jump straight into bed with you. I'm not just going to wrap up in this fantasy, incredible, idolized, whatever it is with you, whether it be a friendship or a business deal or whatever. I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to have a look at your references. I'm going to see if you do have the qualities and the values that I have to be a match in my life. And if you don't, well, we're just not a match. So this is all about this calm power and being in your body. I hope there's some tips there that could really, really help you. And I just, you know, if you're dealing with toxic people and this has really been a thing and it's been very difficult with you, which I really understand, come into my 16-day free course, because regardless of who and what you're dealing with, it covers over lots of things about family, workplace, all sorts of things. So, and of course, love. So I really think that there'll be something in that to really help you take the next step to heal and shore yourself up and take your power and your sanity back from toxic people, so you can be out in life and you can enjoy life and you don't have to hide away to try to avoid them, because that's not living. I hope that this really helps. Check out the link with this video. All right, lots of love. Thrive on, everybody. Bye-bye.